Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling confused, drained, and somehow guilty, even though you didn't do anything wrong? Congratulations. You may have just had a front row seat to the Narcissist show, starring them, directed by them, and somehow still your fault. But don't worry, because today I'm going to show you how to deal with narcissists without losing your sanity, your self-respect, or your sense of humor. Hey there, welcome back to Professor Life's class, where life is the teacher and you are the student. Now, before we begin, let's get one thing clear. This isn't about diagnosing anyone or turning you into a psychological hitman. This is about understanding patterns, protecting your energy, and responding wisely instead of emotionally. Narcissists are fascinating creatures. They have an Olympic-level talent for making everything about them, rewriting history in real time, and somehow being both the hero and the victim of every story. But here's the good news. Once you understand how they operate, they lose a lot of their power. So, let's get into it. Point number 1. Understand what you're dealing with. Stop expecting empathy from someone who thrives on attention, control, and admiration. Narcissists aren't misunderstanding you. They're prioritizing themselves. When you accept this, you stop taking their behavior personally. And that alone is incredibly freeing. Think of it this way. You wouldn't argue with a vending machine for not giving life advice. So, don't demand emotional depth from someone who simply doesn't have it. Point number 2. Boundaries are not optional. If narcissists had an allergy, it would be to boundaries. Clear and firm boundaries are your best defense. Not loud boundaries, not dramatic boundaries. Calm ones. Here are some ways to communicate such boundaries. No, that doesn't work for me. I'm not discussing this. I'll get back to you later. Notice how boring those sound? Exactly. Narcissists feed on emotional reactions. Starve the drama, and you starve the manipulation. Point number 3. Don't jade. As in, don't justify, argue, defend, or explain. Here's a hard truth delivered gently. You cannot win a logical debate with someone who rewrites reality for comfort. Narcissists don't want clarity. They want leverage. The more you explain, the more material you give them to twist. Instead, practice calm and boring responses. Short, neutral, unemotional. This technique is often called grey rocking, because nothing frustrates a narcissist more than someone who refuses to sparkle on command. You're not rude. You're strategic. Point number 4. Detach with dignity. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care selectively. You stop trying to win their approval and start protecting your peace. This is where wisdom comes in. Not every battle deserves your energy, and not every person deserves access to you. And finally, point number 5. Protect your inner narrative. Narcissists are excellent storytellers, especially when the story paints them as the hero and you as the villain. Your job is to guard your inner voice. If someone constantly makes you doubt your memory, your feelings, or your worth, that's not communication. That's erosion. Healthy relationships don't require you to disappear to survive. In conclusion, dealing with narcissists isn't about fixing them. It's about mastering yourself. When you stop feeding chaos and start choosing clarity, something magical happens. They lose interest or power. And you gain peace. That will be all for today's life lesson. If you found value in this, do remember to subscribe, and stick around for more videos that can truly impact you positively. Also, feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments or ask any questions that you'd like to get my perspective on. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next class, taught by life itself.